The A-lister, The Miz, grabs the spotlight in every arena he enters. He's conquered reality, TV, movies, and plenty of opponents in the WWE ring.
Then you've got Cedric Alexander, one of the most dynamic and exciting in-ring competitors on the roster.
The speed, the agility, the power. Cedric Alexander is a born performer.
Great offense by The Miz.
Oh, my goodness.
Jam your leg in a bad way. Just a step quicker.
Caught him with a big boot.
On the mark.
When Monday Night Raw comes to your town, do us a favor. Make sure you show up to be a part of the longest-running, weekly, episodic television show in history. Oh, look at this. Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
Miz on the move.
Must-see reality check.
He's feeling the effects of that last hit.
Taking on some offense, but he expected as much.
Big boot.
There have been plenty of WWE stars who had their first exposure on our reality competition, Tough Enough, but the biggest star to emerge from the franchise has to be The Miz.
Yeah, what's crazy about that season is that The Miz was runner-up, but WWE officials saw something in the future A-lister, and he trained for years before breaking through to WWE properly.
The skull-crushing finale has marked the end for many of The Miz's opponents. How do you counter such a devastating maneuver?
You have to stay in front of The Miz. Otherwise, just wait for the credits to roll, because, spoilers, it's the end.
The Miz getting after it here.
He is a one-man gang in there.
5,
Back now inside the ring.
6.
I brought up Miz's Tough Enough beginnings before, but I must commend him as a judge on Tough Enough in 2015. In his first episode as a judge, he saved Mandy Rose from elimination. Who would eliminate Mandy Rose?
Even though he was called a judge on that show, The Miz had a lot of wisdom to impart to that. Few folks know what it's like to grow from reality star to WWE champion, but The Miz does.
Straight punch. Oh, kick right to the gut.
Beautiful side Russian leg sweep.
He's looking a little weary now.
Yeah, he's looking off his game now.
Cedric Alexander is one of the most highly touted cruiserweights in recent history, but his road to the abdominal stretch. It's locked in.
This is a great way to wear down your opponent.
Simply said, Cedric Alexander made his mark as the heart and soul of the Cruiserweight division. Now he's out to prove the sky is the limit for his in-ring potential.
And then you have The Miz, who has multiple championships to his name, a successful TV show, and a string of blockbuster movies.
The A-lister's done it all, and won it all, both inside and outside of the WWE. I hope he can find what made him a must-see superstar once again. Oh. Debilitating.
Ah, what a smash!
That is just insulting.
Must-see reality check.
Neck breaker!
That could be it.
There have been plenty of WWE stars who had their first exposure on our reality competition, Tough Enough, but the biggest star to emerge from the franchise has to be The Miz.
Yeah, what's crazy about that season is that The Miz was runner-up, but WWE officials saw something in the future A-lister, and he trained for years before breaking through to WWE properly.
Lost in the corner right now.
Here we go. Start the count.
Any more punches and Saxon's gonna have to take his shoes off the count. I brought up Miz's Tough Enough beginnings before, but I must commend him as a judge on Tough Enough in 2015. In his first episode as a judge, he saved Mandy Rose from elimination. Who would eliminate Mandy Rose?
Even though he was called a judge on that show, The Miz had a lot of wisdom to impart to that season's talent. Few folks know what it's like to grow from reality star to WWE champion, but The Miz does.
Oh, the reversal by The Miz.
Textbook vertical suplex. Bam.
The Miz with the offense.
Right across the knee.
Cedric Alexander is perhaps the most balanced arsenal on 205 Live. He can hit you from the sky with his strikes or toss you into the lumbar check. How do you prepare for Cedric?
Injuries happen to everyone who steps in the ring, and when they keep you sidelined for an extended period, you know it's a more serious ailment. Cedric Alexander missed 5 months with a knee injury. Do the math.
Cedric Alexander has a very complete artillery. What tool in particular can help pick up the win here?
Oh, it has to be the lumbar check, Michael. When you come crashing down on those knees, it's lights out.
Saxton, his opponent might have that move scouted. To your question, Cole, a toolbox is the sum of its parts. Why pick just one when you can throw it all at the problem and see what works?
The Miz is on the attack.
We'll see if he can sustain the effort to do real damage.
He has something big planned. Oh, snapmare driver plants him. Discussing strategy against Cedric Alexander earlier, Corey mentioned Cedric's knee injury. Do you think that's a sound move, Byron?
I don't know, Michael. A truly serious injury forces a competitor to change their moveset. Cedric is still burying those knees in the backs on a weekly basis with the lumbar check. I think he came stronger than ever.
Teeing off.